And down the road, you will make more long term if you keep recruiting and go wide. But that is kind of how it works. You keep working and working, recruiting, building your team, and eventually your efforts will be less and your cash flow will be more.
Thank you, ma'am, for describing a pyramid scheme. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is G, and on my channel, I like to make videos to expose the shady, predatory, and manipulative tactics of MLMs. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to an MLM Zoom call for the company Scentsy. This Zoom call is all about the best ways to recruit people and grow your team. So I thought it would be especially interesting for us to listen in on. If you enjoy watching these kinds of videos, then please subscribe to the channel. And if you already are subscribed to the channel, thank you. You are the best. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. By the way, I forgot to mention, but I'm sure you have already noticed the length of this video. It's gonna be a long one. I promise it is worth it though. This is a good one. But get your snacks, get your drinks, get settled, get comfortable, or get started on whatever chore you're doing. I know for me, when I'm watching really long anti-MLM videos or documentaries or anything else, usually I'm just chilling, or it's because I'm doing chores around the house and listening as I'm working. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so my name is, I'm a superstar director and I live in Utah. So today for the training, I wanted to talk about recruiting. So I did a survey for my team recently and asked what training topics they wanted to learn a lot about. And I was surprised recruiting, growing a team was the very top. So,
in a multi-level marketing business where you are supposed to provide training to your new downline people, why would you be surprised that the top thing they want to learn about is recruiting? Why is that surprising?
So I thought this was a good time because September is such a great month to get recruits. One, a lot of people want to sign up to make extra money for Christmas, for the holidays, whatnot. So it's a busy time to join. It's a good time to sell. Plus, a lot of people want to buy products for themselves.
Okay, let's just go ahead and take a look at the products in question. So Scentsy is a multi-level marketing business, and it looks like what they are into is diffusers, wax melts, warmers and wax, diffusers and oils, fan diffusers and pods. So that kind of thing. Okay, let me click on warmers and wax. Let's see what we get. Warmers and wax. So warmers and wax. Okay, this is what she's saying that people really want to have extra money on so that they can purchase these products for themselves. In my opinion, it's novelty stuff. It's stuff that is not really necessary but is cool or nice to have. Also with me, sometimes I'm very sensitive to smells, so I have to be careful with the waxes that I buy and stuff like that. So yeah, I personally would not be eager to spend my hard-earned money on this stuff, but I digress. Let's let her continue.
So it's a great time to join. Plus, Scentsy has offered us the extra $15 anniversary kit again, which what a great month to have that. So we're going to talk about recruiting and growing your team. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is know that usually recruiting doesn't happen overnight. You usually don't just go ask someone, hey, do you want to join my team? And they're like, sure, where do I sign up? Boom, 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 it's done. Occasionally it happens, but it doesn't usually happen that way. Most of the time, it is like growing a garden. You plant seeds. Once you plant that seed, you don't let it just sit there. You have to water it. You have to nourish it, take care of it, whatnot. to get it to grow into becoming a recruit. And that's kind of the same with recruiting.
I like gardening just as much as the next person, but I did not know that you could take a seed and water it and eventually get a recruit for an MLM. I'm just kidding. I know she was using some sort of metaphor there, but at the same time, it was also kind of creepy. Creepy and a little bit culty. We're gonna water you. We're gonna wear you down until you love us, until you join us.
I'm going to first talk about the 3 different ways they can sign up, the 3 different types of kits. So as you hopefully all know, we have the $15 anniversary kit. You get a plug-in warmer, you get a bar, 15 testers, 5 catalogs. You do get the 3 months free subscription. So for those that don't want to put a lot of money into it, don't have a lot of money, this is a great option. And I would highly recommend advertising it, because a lot of people see that $99 and like, oh, I want to join, but I can't afford it. So I would highly recommend letting people know about it. Print off little flyers, put them in all of your orders, staple them to your business cards, hand them out. Again, those are the seeds that you are planting. Always remember to follow up when you hand those out, or like most seeds, they will just die if they don't get taken care of. So the 15th anniversary kit is a great option for this month. Highly recommend putting it out there. As always,
like with any other MLM, they're having some special, and now's the time to get involved. And that friend that you have who can't afford it, they're the ones that need it the most.
We have the $99 kit, which is a lot of product. It is a very good value. Sometimes I get people interested in signing up with the $15 kit, but may talk them into the $99 kit just because you get so much more with the $99 kit. That $15 kit is just a great way to get people, oh yeah, I can do this, and interested. And maybe that's all they want is the $15 kit. But personally, I think it's great to get the full tester set. But that's something they can work up to later if they do well with the business, so not a big deal.
It's obviously good business sense for her to want to upsell, right? We can't really blame her for that. If you were working any other retail job and there was an opportunity for you to upsell, you would take it, right? So, okay. However, we have to remember that Scentsy's consultants are paid horribly. Yet, they have no problem saying things like, make some extra dough, work whenever, earn free trips, right on their website where they're trying to convince you to join. The dilemma is that while you might get some of your friends and family members to buy products from you and to be a customer, ultimately, you're not making a whole lot of money off of that, and they have just spent a lot of their hard-earned money on this product, on this wax burner, this diffuser. I mean, to each his own, but is that what you really want to be spending a lot of your money on when there are so many other products that are out there that are similar and that are priced in a way more budget-friendly way? Overall, it's just really a ripoff to you, to your friends, to your family, but Scentsy is over there making out like bandits.
And then the third option, I'm going to dive in a little more, is the $59 host exclusive kit. And again, I am saying these in US prices. I know Canada's $20, $119. I think their host is at $79. Someone can correct me. Anyway, Diane, do you know for sure? I can hear you.
For Canada?
Yeah, is it $79 for the host exclusive? Am I correct?
I think it's 77, but I'd have to look. I'll try to find it here in a minute.
No worries. I'm just so people know, I am using the US prices just because I'm in the US and those are in my brain. But the $59 kit, host exclusive kit, if you are not using this or not taking advantage of using this, I highly, highly recommend it. Okay. This, I think, started about a year ago that they offered this. I wish they would have had this from day one because I think it's such a great opportunity. One of the best ways I have found is finding a recruit is your hostesses or your hosts. Okay, because they're already interested in the product. They already have customers, family, friends that are buying and love the product. Flipping a party or offering the host to sign up is one of the best ways I have found in getting recruits. So first I want to talk about the flipping a party. I know a lot of times, especially at the beginning when I wasn't making a lot of money, it seemed hard. You know, it's like, wait, I just did this party and now I'm flipping it or giving it to her. I'm losing out. I'm losing these customers. And you can actually keep the party and still have them sign up with the host rewards. That is up to you if you want to actually flip the orders to go to them. Just know that the PWS orders cannot be flipped. Those stay under you. But the party orders that you enter on the workstation can be flipped. Again, this is your choice. Some people choose to keep the party but still let the host sign up with it. But know that if you continue to recruit and build your team, it will pay off in the long run. And that's the big thing you got to look at. Okay, maybe you're not getting the $50, $100 from that party, but you are helping that host, your recruit, get a good amount in customers and hopefully parties set up underneath to get going. So I highly recommend talking to every host about.
So even if you are not able to host parties, recruit people and have them host parties, because you'll still be able to profit off of the people that they bring in. That's basically what I heard here.
Joining. Now, no, again, you may just be planting a seed. I had a host, 2 years, she did a quarterly party for me. Every quarter she did a party, and every time I would go up and talk to her at the end and say, you know, you have all these customers that want to continue to order. You do these parties. I am making X amount on your party. I always tell them what I'm making to know you've done the work. You've gotten your friends and family over. You've done it at your house. You've done it. We could flip this onto you and you could make the commissions off it. For 2 years, she's like, no, I'm good. I think I like you being the consultant. I'm going to let you be the consultant. I'll be the hostess.
So basically, that lady that she's talking about just would host these parties and open up all of her social network to being sold these Scentsy products. So yeah, that is what is happening here.
Great, no problem. I'm thrilled to have you as a great hostess, and we kept doing that. I think I maybe stopped but talking to her. But the last time she did the party, she's like, you know what? My husband kind of agrees with you. He's saying, why do you keep doing these parties and not making anything off them? After 2 years of parties, you could have made X amount with these parties. Why don't you just sign up? And
my question was going to be, why are you even doing them in the first place? But the answer is because she wants to be a supportive friend, probably, right? That's why when our friend or loved one joins an MLM, at least my initial reaction was, okay, let me support you by purchasing one of your products. And if you're not willing to purchase, they always ask you, who can you refer us to as customers? But yeah, why even do that in the first place?
And she did. And you know what? That's kind of all she did, was just those quarterly parties. She put in a quarterly party, which is fine. But she did get one person to sign up under her. And that one person actually ended up becoming a director and being one of my top sales. And I like to use that example is because you never know. Even if the person you recruit doesn't want to do a lot, they may recruit someone under them. So flipping a party, flipping your host is a great option. Now, if the host doesn't want to sign up, I would always, with this new host exclusive kit, I would always offer it to someone. First, offer it to the hostess. If the hostess does not want to join, well, first, you want to make it two things. One, you want to make it exclusive. And two, you want to give it a time limit. So, of course, it's exclusive because what? You can only have one host kit, exclusive kit, with each party. So offer it to the host, say, hey, this is a great opportunity. You can join for $59. You get this much product, and I always show what the picture, I always take that with me, for only $59. But you do need to decide by the time I close this party, by tomorrow night or whatever date it is. By offering exclusivity and a limited time, you are more likely to get people to join. If the host does not want to sign up, which is fine, say that's fine, but this is a great option. Do you know anyone who would be interested in signing up?
So see right there again, who can you refer us to that we can tap into? But that whole bit right there about the party pack starter kit, whatever it's called, any other people out there who have more experience with Scentsy, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But if I understood what she was saying there, she's saying that when Scentsy throws a party, there is an opportunity to get a party starter kit. If you're having a friend host a party for you, you can ask the host if they would like to purchase the starter kit and then join Scentsy. And because they joined off of this party starter kit, they have a discounted rate. But sometimes the host will say no, that they don't want to do it. And then you basically try to find somebody else who you can try to convince to join under this discounted price. That's how I'm understanding that.
And see if maybe someone at the party, maybe you can offer it to them. Maybe they don't know anyone or they don't want to ask anyone. Then you can use that and offer it to someone else. The host is still going to get her hostess rewards. You can add that $59 host credit, exclusive credit in there, and whoever's going to sign up is going to pay for it. Now, this is a great way to grow your business. I do it a lot of times. I'm putting in orders for myself. I have customers that come over and want product, and I put them together into a party order. So I'm the hostess. So sometimes I will even give.
She throws her own parties, and the party is her placing her own order. Sounds like a bitchin' party.
People who are interested in signing up a little portion of my host kit. I usually don't ever give it away free. I think I only have once. I usually have them pay because I think they need to have a little invested. But you can offer that host exclusive kit to others. Again, you only get one per party, and you can use your host rewards towards the kit, or you don't have to. So if you want to do this, you just put that person who's signing up's name in the host information, or the host name. You put in her email, and you put in the kit. And then once you put that kit into the host rewards, it will send them an email, and they have 24 hours to fill out the information, fill out their credit card. Again, the credit card is just for their PWS $10 after the 3 months. It is not to pay for the starter kit. They have to pay you in the party order. So once they filled that out, you will get information. The host has accepted and is ready, and you can close this party out. And then that's when you would accept the money.
That seemed like a whole bunch of credit card gymnastics there, and payment this way and that way, and what? I don't know. I like how they have a 24-hour time limit. Yes, on one hand, I do think it could be to create that FOMO, that fear of missing out. But on the other hand, I think what's more realistic is they know that people are not going to agree to it. So they just want to know and get it over with. Okay, that person's not doing it. Okay, let me move on and find the next one. That's what I think.
Okay, so I've kind of talked a lot about that. Does anyone, before I go on, have questions about that? And another thing, if you're going to offer it,
I like how she asked if anyone had questions and then was like, I don't care, I'm moving on.
So I watched a training on someone. She's actually under her name was, and she built a team by doing just this. In 6 months, she went from a team of 3 to a team of 60 by using just the host exclusive kit in recruiting. And not only, if she didn't get the host or the host's friends or customers to sign up, she would kind of put it out there. Now you have to be careful when you are putting it out there. You have to word it right. You can't say, hey, I'm giving away a kit for a cheaper price. Remember, you have to use either the 59 or less, because anyone can host a party. So that's okay to put. Or I know one way I also read, I'm going to make sure I read it right. You can put, have you ever wanted to join Scentsy, but the cost holds you back? And see what people say, because then you talk to them, you create those relationships, and you explain, try to get them to sign up and do a party for themselves first. Hey, if you host a party, you can use your host kit to sign up. Or if, you know, they don't want to host a party right then, right there, say, hey, you know, I actually have this party going in. I can put you in. It's a $59 kit. Or maybe I have, you know, $10, $15 left over on my host rewards that I'm not using. I can put that in there. So it's only now a $49 kit. Again, that one you have to use privately. But that is a great way of growing your team, is using that host exclusive kit. Okay.
So what she basically said there was, don't go posting, hey, who wants to sign up with this discounted party pack right now? Hit me up. You can't really say that, because then the people who signed up with the regular price are going to be like, yo, what the heck? Like, this is not cool. And secondly, if I'm understanding this correctly, she said that you even have the ability to discount the price even more. If you have some other rewards built up or something, you could apply it. So the person could actually end up paying less than $59 anyway. If the goal is to be supposedly building a team, what is this team going to look like when you're just kind of scraping by trying to get whoever is going to allow you to put them on that list? I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to eat my yogurt because, like I said, this video is long and I'm hungry.
Okay, so go ahead and ask questions on the chat, or feel free to come in if you do have questions. Someone asked, my problem is I can't, or commented, I can't get anyone to host for me. Well, then be your own host. You are the host. You can get orders together, you collect the orders and offer it with your own party. So if you do an open house, if you're doing fairs and shows and you're entering product, if you just have customers ordering, family, friends, even if you're ordering just for yourself, you can offer that host exclusive kit to someone else.
I feel sad for that person. Nobody wants to host for them. Poor thing. But also, I think this is probably the reality for a lot of people. Who's going to be hosting these parties? But furthermore, who's going to really be buying the products and buying them repeatedly?
Any other questions about that?
It's basically just the free rewards, correct?
Correct. Yes. So
Thank you.
Yes. So the host credit, the free credit rewards, is what you can use towards that. Again, if you had another host who already used up those rewards, or you want to use up those rewards, you can still offer it as a $59, or you can even use just $10 of your host. You know, if I'm doing a party and, you know, hey, I wanted a 6-pack, I got $10 left over, you know, I'll put it in towards their host exclusive kit. But that's if I'm the host. So if by chance you do put their information in and they don't sign up within the 24 hours, you just remove them. And if you have someone else wanting to get in, you can put them in this place and the email will go out. So that's another thing too. Okay, so those are the 3 options. So you have the $15 anniversary kit. You got our regular $99 kit, and you have the $59 host exclusive kit. Again, these are US prices. Diane did look up. The Canadian price for the host exclusive is $77. So forgive me, I said 79. So anyway, so that is the 3 ways. Now I'm going to briefly, because I don't like to make calls too long and I want to leave room for questions, I want to talk about 10 recruiting tips to get people excited about signing up, or ways to talk to people about signing up. I talked about the 3 ways they can join. Now let's talk about recruiting tips. So I'm a numbers person, so I'm sorry if I'm doing 3 and 10. It just helps me focus and know the numbers. So the 10 tips that I use recruiting is, first, you have to have a recruiting mindset. So you have to set a mindset. When you are out talking to people about Scentsy, when you are at a party, you have to be in that mindset. If you're at a party and you're just talking about sales and hosts, that's fine. But you need to be in the mindset of recruiting. You have to be looking out for those clues of people talking about, oh, I hate traffic, I hate work, I need a vacation, I'm just so busy, or I need extra money. You got to listen, if you have that mindset, and listen for those clues of how you can talk to them, how it can help them. And I will talk about that a little bit later. It does need to be about them. So listen in. When you're at a party, everyone's talking. Listen to those clues. Maybe they're about to retire. Maybe they are retired. Maybe they're bored with their job. Maybe they need extra income. Maybe they need some money for Christmas. Listen to those clues. If you have that mindset, you will hear those hints of how you could help them. I guarantee everyone has a good strength that will make them a Scentsy consultant. And we'll talk about, that's another one, but listen in. So have that mindset that you want to find someone interested. Again, you are planting seeds.
Okay. With Scentsy, after looking at the income disclosure statement, it's so clear that the people who join literally don't make money. And when you factor in the amount of money that they spend on those products for their own personal use, they lose money at the end of the day. Yet you are being asked to go into every party, every social situation. Not only should you already be talking about your business and sales and parties, but now you have to be hyper alert and listening to everything people say so that you can find the perfect way to lure them in to joining Scentsy as well. That is just too much. Okay? That's a little too much. You shouldn't have to be thinking about work if you're going out to a social occasion, if you're going to a party. As with everything, there's always exceptions to this, right? There are certain professions where social gatherings are the perfect place that you should be thinking about your business. But for an MLM rep, the amount of money they are making from this business does not equate to the amount of effort they are being asked to put in.
2, talk to people. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask. If you know me, even Diane just told me, I'm a little bit of an introvert. I don't know if she's still on because she was giving me a hard time yesterday because we just did that test. I can't even think. And I'm a little bit more, I'm not a totally.
She is an introvert. We didn't even score even close to the same thing on our test.
Yeah, Diane's a little bit more of the extrovert. I'm a little bit of an introvert. So all of you who are nervous or scared to talk to people, I get it, because Diane says I'm an introvert, which I am a little.
Yes. She's quiet and shy. Of course, I am too, but I scored differently on the test. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I don't think any of us believed that, Diane.
I'm listening. I was just muted out. I heard it all. So, yeah.
Sure you did. No, just kidding. You're fine. So talk to people. Don't be afraid to ask. And I think that is one of my biggest drawbacks with anything is I do have that hold back. And I think I'm getting better. I've been with Scentsy over 14 years now. I'm getting a little better, but that's just a little me.
Been with Scentsy over 14 years now.
She has been with Scentsy for more than 14 years. Holy crap. Okay, in the beginning, she said her rank was Superstar Director. We are going to go see what her income is with that. Superstar Director. Number of consultants per title, so number of consultants at this title, 196. The average annual commission at this rank, the average annual commission. So it's still going to be lower than this. $219,000. The minimum annual commission that a person at this rank will receive is around $8,000. And the maximum annual commission that the person at this rank will receive is about $962,000. And if those numbers seem impressive to you, you should just look at the numbers on the other side of the chart, which show that really what people are probably making are big fat zeros.
So for those of you that are like, I'm nervous to ask. Okay, one of my stories, and I'm sure if you're on my team, you've heard it before, is the McDonald's biggie size. Okay, I use this all the time for myself. This is your business. Don't be afraid to ask. When you go to McDonald's, they ask you, do you want to biggie size this? Or do you want to, increase your value meal, whatever. If I say no, does the cashier go back in the back room crying, oh, she said no to me. Oh my gosh, it just broke her heart. No, it's her job. Just like this is your job. It's your job to ask. If they say no, you can't let it affect you. And I know that's kind of we hate rejection, right? But you got to look at going for the no's. You got to realize that no is okay to hear. It is about asking. That is your job, is to ask. Whether they accept or not, that is up to them. You don't need to be pushy about it at all means. I am not a pushy person, and I don't recommend being a pushy person. But don't be afraid to ask. That is something huge to work on. And also don't be afraid to hand out information, whether it's a flyer, recruiting packets, recruiting bags, mail out information. All your hosts, all your customers should be getting stuff on recruiting. It is planting those seeds.
I just get creeped out every time she says planting those seeds. I don't know why. I don't like it.
Okay. Briefly, just because I have mine right here. This is my just host or my recruiting packet. Nothing fancy, okay? I put it in a little folder. I also have some that I mail out to anyone who's interested. I just have a catalog. I have my, so it sticks. Here, I'll try to, I don't know if you can read that. It's 10 reasons why to consider joining the fun, and then my story on the back. I will talk about your story in a little bit, but it's important to have. Then I just have the flyers. These are actually Scentsy made. You can get them through the Scentsy Success Store, blank on the back, or you can also do them through Scentsy Vista and get your story imprinted in your picture and all your information in there. So that is those, and then always include your business card. They need to be able to follow up. Now, if I hand these out and I don't follow up with them, I'm wasting money, right? If you do not follow up, if you just give them that and you're done, you're just like, might as well just throw these in the garbage. You have to follow up. This is just.
So all of the materials that she just showed us looked very cool and very professional, but that is an additional business expense right there. And she just confirmed what I was thinking, that she had to put in her own money for some, if not all of that. And she just said, if you don't follow up, that's just a waste of money. So when you factor in the amount of money that a Scentsy consultant is going to spend on their personal stash, as well as all of these other recruitment type materials, and if you want them to look especially professional and cool, yeah, you're going to go for the, the super cool ones where you can have your picture and your story on there, but it's just costing you more money. And the thing you have to ask yourself is, what return are you getting on that? Honestly, I think such a good thing that everybody should do, but especially people in MLMs, is save your receipts and then really compare how much money are you spending and what are you getting back for that money.
This is just a seed. You need to continue to water. I always put these sticky notes on mine. It says name, phone, and email. And I make sure if I hand these out, I follow up with them. If you're on the Maven, I know Diane just did the training call on Amy. It's going to take me a while to get used to that change. You can follow up with them. You can put them in there and it will just let you continually follow up with them. Make sure to follow up. Okay, so Tip number 3, I kind of stepped ahead, was be prepared. Have those recruiting packets. Always be prepared with something, whether it's a business card, a catalog, some way to get their information. If you do have Amy, have them fill out the information or send them the contact form for them to fill out so you can follow up. Always be prepared with material on you. You should always have host packets, catalogs, business cards in your purse everywhere you go. Because again, you have the business, you have that mindset. You're going to talk about recruiting everywhere you go. You're at the cashier. Hand her a little business card with a little flyer of the $15 join special.
Don't do that, please. It's so awkward.
Always be prepared. Tip number 4 is share your story. Okay. This is important. Also share your picture. You see that's on there. It will help them relate with you. I know, again, maybe it's the introvert in me, as Diane would call me. Having that picture, if you noticed on my business card, I always have my picture just so they know who you are and they can put a picture to your face. Okay, that's important, but share your story. Make sure your story is on your PWS so they can read it. When you are at parties, share your story. Talk to people about, okay, there's 4 things when I do a party that I want to talk to.
Okay, you guys, I just realized something and I feel kind of dumb. She keeps talking about parties and I was thinking to myself, damn lady, why are you trying to control how I am when I'm out at a party? But I just realized she's talking about like a Scentsy party, right? She's talking about something that they organize so they can sell products. Oh, yeah. I still think what I said stands, but yeah, now I just gotta remember the word party isn't necessarily a party in this sense.
Talk about. 1, what attracted you to the Scentsy opportunity? So, you know what? My child had health issues. I couldn't put her in daycare. I was looking for some way to supplement my work and, you know, cut back on my hours at my work. So this is a way I could do that. 2, why were you nervous to sign up? Okay. I was nervous because I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not good at presenting. I still get nervous presenting. That was my fear. I didn't know if I could sell. I didn't know if I was a seller. But I have learned to be good and I have done great and it's really helped me open up. I always add that in too. 3, how has Scentsy made your life better? You know what? Scentsy has given me lots of friends. I've been able to go on trips. It's helped me financially. And the 4th thing is what you love the most about your Scentsy business. Okay, I love meeting and talking to people. So I'm not a complete introvert, Diane, just kidding. So why do I always use those 4? Is because you're gonna reach more people talking about all 4. If I'm saying, hey, you know, I'm shy and I was nervous to talk to people, say there's 10 people at the party, maybe 3 of them can relate with that. Oh, well, she was shy and look at her, she's doing well with the business, or she's a consultant. Or maybe I talked about staying home with my kids and there might be 2 people at the party that want to stay home with their kids. You know, maybe when I'm talking about what's made my life better, the financial, someone's like, you know, I really could use some extra income, or I would love to go on trips. I try to do all 4 because you are more likely to connect with them.
To be relatable.
What is it about me that made you think I want to be relatable?
So that whole thing was about being relatable, and I have to admit, I caught myself right there nodding with her and feeling like I completely understood where she was coming from when she was talking about her why. They know what they're doing. When they craft their whys, they're trying to get you. I have a sick child. I just needed more money. I needed to be able to work from home to care for my ailing parents. Oh, the why. And then somebody might be like, damn, I relate to that. That's exactly what I gotta do. And they'll get you like that. Darn you. Darn you. playing on my emotions like that. You know I'm sensitive, right?
Okay, so that was share your story. Don't be afraid to share your story. 5, always start with a compliment. I always, when I'm offering the business to someone, I use a compliment. Because even if they say no, hey, they just went home with a compliment. We all want compliments.
Even if they say no, they just went home with a compliment. Now you are corrupting compliments? No. Oh my gosh. Leave compliments alone.
So for example, if someone is so bubbly and outgoing, I would use that. You know what? You are so friendly and outgoing. People just love you, and you would be a great Scentsy consultant. Or you are so organized and on the ball, you would be a great Scentsy consultant. I guarantee we all have strengths, and there's a strength that they have that would make them a good Scentsy consultant. So even if they say no, they left with a compliment.
Everybody likes compliments, but nobody likes being taken advantage of and being manipulated. So, ugh.
6, find how Scentsy will benefit them. We talked about this earlier. When you have that mindset, you're listening in. Oh, you want to go on vacations, or you want to quit work, or you want to stay home with your kids, or you need extra income. You love the product, but you can't afford it. Those are the ways you want to find out how it will benefit them. It's not about how it will benefit us. It is how it will benefit them.
That's straight up indoctrination right there. Even though she's saying it's not about us, it's about them and how it will benefit them, you know damn well the only reason that we are going after these people is so that we can make money. And I say we because I'm putting myself into the perspective of somebody who is on this Scentsy call, in Scentsy, taking notes on how to recruit people. It's about us all the way. It's about us lining our coffers with their blood money. Sorry, you guys, I can get kind of dramatic. But like I was saying, she claims it's not about us, it's about them. When in reality, what we've been encouraged to do on this Zoom call is to data mine and collect personal information and analyze it and sort through it so that we can tailor a business pitch to this person that will help lure them into our multi-level marketing business. Don't go playing how you are out to save the world and provide this person with an amazing life that they could not have had without you. It is not about them. It is about you 100%. A damn.
7, don't prejudge. You never know who will sign up. Never judge. Okay. We all do it a little. We're all like, ooh, that person's kind of interesting. I don't think they'd be a good Scentsy consultant. You never know, because it takes all different kinds. You know, I have a friend that I never thought would. Her husband's a plastic surgeon. They have lots of money, in my opinion. Why would they want to join? You know what? She wanted something for herself. It's okay to offer to anyone. I think at the first call, Diane had someone on here who was a doctor, and I think she was an anesthesiologist. I don't remember exactly what she was. Sorry. But someone offered it to her. And as Diane said, she would have probably not, because she was holding back. So don't hold back. Don't prejudge. You never know who may want the opportunity. 8, don't be afraid to recruit your customers, your friends, your family. I know a lot of times, like I talked with the host flipping, you're afraid you're going to lose customers. Oh, but this hostess, you know, I'll lose those customers that she's friends with. Or if I recruit my cousin or my sister, I may lose some of my family. Don't be afraid to do that, because they have other friends that they'll branch out. And down the road, you will make more long term if you keep recruiting and go wide.
So what she basically just revealed to us right there is that there have been reps who have not wanted to recruit their friends or family members because they didn't want to lose out on them as customers, and they also didn't want to gain them as competitors. Let's say, for example, that you are a Scentsy consultant and your family decides that they want to buy your products and they support you. But then all of a sudden you get your sister to join, and now the family is going to buy a little something from you, but mostly they're going to be buying from her now. So I guess this is what she's saying. Don't be worried about that in the long run. As long as you keep recruiting more people, it's going to work out. But isn't that funny though? If this was such an amazing opportunity, why would there be that fear that if you recruit another person, you're just hiring your own competition?
9, we talked about flipping parties, earn a kit. Tell them how much they could make. You know what? Showing them what they could make from the opportunity and how easy it is. Whenever I do a party, I don't make it huge, complicated display because I want it to show them it's easy, it's fun, and it's doable. So remember that when you're doing parties, shows, whatever you do, show that it's doable. Okay, and 10, don't be afraid to go for the nose. Going back to the you can't take it personal, go for the nose. Ask people. If they say no, great. Well, if you need any questions, if you have that, questions on the product, I'm happy to have you a customer, hostess, whatever you want. Just don't be afraid to go for the nose. It may be a no right now. It may be a yes in 2 years. It may be a yes down the road. Maybe their life will change, or maybe it will be sinking in that, that would be a good opportunity. You are planting those seeds. Don't forget to follow up. It is watering those seeds. You have to do it that way. Most recruits take time. It takes that relationship you are building. If you continue to be there for them, following up with them, they're more likely to eventually join, and you're going to grow that garden. So
okay, first of all, I freaking love gardens, you guys. I love gardening. I love plants. I love life. But when she's talking about planting seeds, oh gosh, I'm getting just weird vibes from it. Like, the other kind of, when people talk about planting seeds, what they're talking about with that. Yeah, so can she just stop saying that, please? But then also, ma'am, why are you out here giving people advice that if it doesn't work out, hit them up again in a few years? Come on now. Please do not wait around for years trying to convince somebody to join your multi-level marketing scheme. Move on. Let it go. Do something else with your time. But don't invest years of your life into this. You are doing yourself an injustice. Yikes. Also, what kind of advice is that? Where is the line between keeping this person around because they're truly a friend of yours, or keeping them around because you're wondering when they're going to become your next recruit?
There you go. Those are my 10 tips on recruiting and the 3 ways to recruit. I did it all in 30 minutes. Sorry. I am like talking fast, and I hope I'm not talking too fast, but I'm one that doesn't like to be on for over an hour. Anyway, so do we have any questions?
I'll just add something.
Okay.
Is that okay? I'm sorry, I don't have my camera on because I haven't fixed my hair. And I haven't been feeling well. And trust me, you don't want to see me. My hair's all stuck out and my face is puffy because I don't feel well. So anyway, I like Sarah said about the gal in the call, I was like, wow, I would have never even asked her because she was a doctor. It wouldn't even cross my mind. But she joined for her washer whiff addiction. She said to get washer whiffs at a discount. See, so I automatically judged her when I shouldn't have. And when we talk about recruiting, I always share the story about it took me 2 years to recruit Tracy DeMario, who's an SSD in our group. And we all used to serve on a board, and I knew a lot of people through that board, but I was afraid to cross that boundary, even though some of them were more like friends and boards and people that we kind of helped in the community. And one of the gals that joined under Tracy, I knew very well, and she goes, I am so mad at you. Why didn't you say something to me when you first started this company? I would have joined And that way before, I would have joined years ago had you just asked me. And I said, well, she had a job. She was making $70,000 to $100,000 at her corporate executive job in finance. And so I just figured she would never be interested, but I was very wrong. So when she said, don't prejudge anybody, whether you think they've got too good of a job or their life looks all rosy, whatever it is. And there are a lot of stay-at-home moms that have children and have had children since Sarah and I have been in, Sarah being one of them, that have gone on and built a very successful business. So don't ever prejudge. That's all I wanted to add.
Okay.
First of all, can that lady please put herself on mute? Like, okay, like, isn't this a business meeting? But another thing is, I feel like in commercial cult speak, don't prejudge is just another way of telling you, recruit everyone you know. And unless you talk to everyone you know, you will be a failure. Saying don't prejudge is basically saying go after everyone, even someone who you would have thought would definitely not be into this. Who cares about that inclination that you have? Ignore it and go ask them anyway. That's just going to be humiliating for the person down the line when they end up asking someone and they get rejected, even though all of the examples that they've shared with us have happy endings and everything works out great. And the person says, well, why didn't you ask me before? I've been waiting my whole life. That paints a very rosy picture of how things are. But unfortunately, I think the reality is you're going to get ghosted. You're going to get someone say no. You're going to get someone come back at you with, this is an MLM. It's a scheme. What are you doing with your life? So yeah, take the advice. Don't prejudge with a grain of salt. I think it is perfectly appropriate for people to use their own discretion and trust yourself. Trust your instincts. If you have an instinct telling you, hey, this isn't right, probably isn't going to go well, you're probably right about that. You should follow it.
No, that's good. That reminds me, I was going to tell one more story on the not being afraid to talk to people. Alice, Heidi's mom, if any of you knew her, she was an amazing lady, passed away of breast cancer a few years ago, but an amazing lady. One thing she told me once that has always kind of stuck in my head is she was talking to one of her good friends about Scentsy, and she'd been doing Scentsy for a while and she'd bought from her, but finally she decided to ask her if she'd be interested in joining. And her friend started crying when she asked her to join. And she thought, oh no, did I just upset her? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have asked her. I didn't want to ask a friend. Her friend said, no, I'm crying because I didn't think you thought I was good enough to be a Scentsy consultant under you. So wow, that kind of hits me. If you're not asking people, are they thinking you don't think they're good enough? So we need to step outside of our being fearful of asking people because we think we're going to be too pushy. But that's not what it is. It's helping them. My screen is, I just kind of lost it all. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
The one who was making all the noise. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we don't know that we're not on mute. It's so funny though.
Okay, sorry. My screen just popped up. Anyway, so that's just another story that I wanted to share. Don't be afraid to ask. So that's kind of the main part. Anyway, I don't see any other questions. Anyone have any other questions?
This is Peggy, and I just wanted to reiterate what you said about the pictures. Make sure you have pictures on stuff, because I have several people that go through my PWS to order that I don't even know. But when I get in contact with them after they place their order, I ask them, how did you find me? Why did you pick me? Just so I can always be one step ahead of people to know what they're looking for. And they said it was because of my picture. They said a lot of times when they go on to somebody's site, all they see is a photo of something different. And I think a lot of times if somebody can see your face and know that you're real, they're more apt to purchase from you. So that's something that I think is pretty important. And like you said, if your picture's there, then they can relate to you and they'll go, oh yeah, I remember.
Hi everyone. Sorry the recording stopped, but I am going to add this on to the end to add in some homework. So what I wanted to say is for homework. Yes, you got homework to do. Actually, it's really simple. I want you to try to get in the recruiting mindset. Try to think of people that might want to join or why people would want to join. When you're out and about, even just listening to people, start listening for those clues of why people might want to join, and also look for clues of why they would make a good Scentsy consultant or why it wouldn't benefit them. So that is the mindset, is thinking of those three things. So the homework is to get in that mindset. And one more thing, next time you close out a party, I want you to offer the host exclusive kit to someone. You just have to click done that you're going to try to do it. That's all the homework is. Good luck with recruiting, and I really hope it does well for you. One last thing that I am going to...
You thought it was over, didn't you? You thought it was over. Not yet.
Add, actually, two last things. I was going to put this on there. This is an effort and sacrifice page. Hopefully you can read it right. One thing when you are recruiting, and when you first start, you're putting a lot of work into it and not making a lot. When you're just a lead consultant or you only have one or two people under you, you're not making a ton of money, but you feel like you're working hard.
It's not that you feel that you're working hard, you are working hard.
But that is kind of how it works. You keep working and working, recruiting, building your team, and eventually your efforts will be less and your cash flow will be more.
Thank you, ma'am, for describing a pyramid scheme.
Okay, I love this because it is very true. Okay, I'm an example. At the beginning, it is work. You don't get paid, when you get your first recruit, you're like, woohoo, I just made 2% off of them, and that's like only, this small amount. But when it adds up, when they start recruiting, when you get lots of recruits, when it grows, it snowballs, but it does take time. So a lot of people quit at the beginning because they don't see the benefits of it.
And those people are right, and good for them.
But really, keep working at it. I'm going to read these. Have you ever felt overworked and underpaid? This is where everyone quits, okay? Then it switches though. Have you ever felt underworked and overpaid? This is where 2% live the dream, okay? It is definitely possible. You have to keep working on recruiting to get there. One of the favorite things that sayings, is work for 3 to 5 years like others won't, so you can live the rest of your life like others can't. Start dreaming again. Okay, it's very true. I know so many people quit at the beginning because when you just have one or two, it doesn't do a lot. If you want to make the big income, $10,000 a month or more, it takes time to build that team, but it is possible. I had never done sales before, and look at me now. I'm a superstar director. It is possible. You do got to keep recruiting if you do want that big term. Now, maybe some of you just want to buy it for yourself or more just a hobbyist, and that's fine too. I'm just showing you what the options are and if you continue to build a team. Okay,
Y'all did hear her say you have to keep recruiting, right? That wasn't just me.
You do gotta keep recruiting.
If you want to make that big paycheck, you have to keep recruiting. Imagine always having to recruit, never having a break from that. You literally will run out of people on the earth.
One more thing I'm going to add on is the Scentsy disclosure, okay? anytime you talk about making money with Scentsy, especially on Facebook or posting it out there, since I'm going to share this, you have to do the Scentsy disclaimer, income disclaimer. So this is one that I actually like. They actually have a new one, and you can just link them to it. It's on the Scentsy website. So if you do say, hey, I just earned a free trip, or I just made X amount in income, or my income paid for this, and you post that, and those are good to post so people see, wow, I could really use a trip or income or whatnot. So it's good to post. Just remember to put the Scentsy income disclaimer link underneath. It's just a rule that direct sales companies have to keep direct sales safe and legal, okay?
It's not to keep direct sales safe. It's to keep people safe from direct sales.
And it'll keep you out of compliance issues. So always disclaim this. So here is the disclaimer. I actually like this one. And I don't know if I am just holding it up here for fun. I can post this one. This one is I think a year or two old, but I like this one better because it has it per rank. The other one I think is altogether. I'll have to go look. They keep changing them, different ones. But I like this one because you can see what the possibilities are. This one has the minimum. Obviously, 0 is the minimum. I don't even know. I can't really read it and help you. But so you got, if you're a certified.
0 is the minimum and the most recurring amount that people in MLMs receive.
I can't really read it and help you. But so you got, if you're a certified, we're going to, essential, you can make 0 to 100. The maximum is 199 because once you hit 1,000, you go up to certified. A certified consultant made 20,000 in 1 month, or annual commissions. Or some made 0 because they didn't do anything rolled off. And it also said the average months it took them to get to that rank, or how long they'd been with Scentsy in that rank. So it gives the minimum. You know what? Superstar director, the minimum was 8,207. The maximum was 962,000. And so a director, minimum 466. They probably weren't getting paid a director. The maximum is 296,422 annual sales. So this kind of just gives you an idea. It is possible. Where do you want to be? You guys talked about...
Just by saying, oh, that's the maximum, that doesn't mean that every person or even a large amount of people get paid that. So that's just really false. And that's why they include these huge ranges as well, to be really misleading with it. But that really doesn't tell us anything.
Talked about your why. You know your why. What do you want out of Scentsy? Maybe it's just to make a little income. Maybe it is to supplement a full-time job or to pay bills or whatnot. Recruiting is the way to get that long-term residual income. Again, it takes time. You don't just jump right into that big time. You have to continually grow and recruit. But it is possible. So there you go. Thank you so much for bearing with me on this training. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Well, there you have it, friends. Straight from the horse's mouth. The best way to succeed in an MLM is by recruiting. But you guys, this is nothing new. We already knew that. And we already know that the majority of people do not make money in MLMs, and they will in fact lose money. In addition to the financial aspect, you're also being asked to take advantage of your friends and family and the situations that are going on in their lives in order to try to make a buck off of them. Doesn't matter what MLM it is, it's all the same tactics. Be wary out there, folks. Be careful. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.